After a crazy accident, Bitcoin has now been exchanging nearly at precisely the same region for as long as days. Greater part is getting exceptionally restless on the off chance that the base for Bitcoin is correct now and on the grounds that a critical purchase signal is glimmering, and we will apply on our diagram a hash strip marker that, as I would see it, a ton of retail trailers are focusing on them pretty much each and every time. Or on the other hand, would it be a good idea for me, I really say, each and every time we got a purchase signal, Bitcoin got a critical siphon towards the potential gain? 2 or 3 months prior, January 2023, purchase signal happened. The base for Bitcoin was affirmed and we got a crazy siphon towards the potential gain. Additionally, here, purchase signal. All-time high on Bitcoin was affirmed and furthermore framed additionally before. For instance, 2019, 2020, each and every time a purchase signal on Bitcoin really happened, we got a crazy push towards the potential gain, and as I would like to think, obviously, a ton of retail merchants, many individuals are correct now focusing on the purchasing signal that happened on Bitcoin several days prior. However, I would agree that this purchasing signal here is somewhat unique to all the verifiable purchase flags that we have been getting for the recent years here, and let me show you why. Zooming into the cost activity again on the week-by-week time period, it seems to be the week that we affirmed the purchase signal here was the prior week we got a critical push towards the drawback, yet assuming you compose now, for instance, search in the past when we got the buy signal, this buy signal for the most part was affirmed after a crazy push toward the potential gain, and certainly it was not trailed by critical accident in 2023 January. Pushed towards something contrary to Bitcoin and we proceeded with our way significantly higher. And furthermore, for instance, here, we affirmed a buy signal. We proceeded with our way towards the potential gain. We affirmed a buy signal here. We proceeded with our way towards the inverse. Yet as of the present moment, it seems to be that, yes, the buy signal here was really affirmed. Nonetheless, Bitcoin for the recent days is really seeing a push towards the drawback. So what could that mean now, as I would like to think, obviously, on the grounds that we got an affirmation of the buy signal here. The buy signal? Indeed. It will be legitimate. In any case, I don't think it is really going to play out precisely as our past buy flags that Bitcoin is promptly going to proceed with our way towards the potential gain. I truly do feel that it will work out, notwithstanding, I really do believe I is going extremely, like what was additionally happening here in July 2022. The buy signal at this particular region was affirmed. Bitcoin got a tiny push towards the potential gain. Notwithstanding, 2 or after 3 weeks, we got one more push towards the potential gain, and solely after Bitcoin adjusted some sort of a higher low, we went on with an enormous bull run towards a pristine old high. So I do think, indeed, this buy signal here will be substantial. I in all actuality do figure Bitcoin has a more space to drop towards some side previously, one more little push toward the potential gain, unite for the following 2 or 3 months at this particular region before this buy signal. It's really going to become an integral factor before Bitcoin is truly going to proceed its way significantly higher towards the potential gain now. Another exceptionally fascinating thing that I really want to impart to you is likewise going to be on the week-by-week time span, since I saw that certain individuals are extremely negative on the Bitcoin itself. We have been discussing this particular disk slipping channel for a seriously prolonged stretch of time, and you will see that it looks like until this date, the highest point of our plunging channel has been regarded extremely pleasantly. The askew area of help, extremely decent area of help. The mid-level, additionally extremely well regarded. What's more, obviously, Bitcoin has been siphoning towards the potential gain, hit the highest point of our slipping channel, and as of the present moment, we are getting a response and a dismissal precisely at this particular region. Presently, as referenced previously, certain individuals are getting very wary from Bitcoin, expecting that we will drop essentially towards a few side in the forthcoming days, in the impending weeks. Presently, as I would see it, it's really not extremely probable, particularly looking how rashly this particular cost activity on Bitcoin truly looks. In any case, all things considered, if Bitcoin, all things considered, goes a lot of lower towards AM side, you will see that the mid-level of our sliding channel is then going to be our next help level. Obviously, once more, focusing just to this particular sliding channel. Furthermore, on the off chance that we really proceed with our way towards AM side, the mid-level will come up precisely at our past lows, roughly at $15,500 US. Once more, as I would see it, it's not extremely logical. In any case, I would enthusiastically prescribe for you to plot this particular deslipping channel on your diagram, interface your past lows, extend it towards the past high, and you will see precisely the same help regions as I have right now on the graph. In any case, once more, as referenced previously, as I would see it, in the forthcoming days, perhaps in the impending hours, basically a pristine lower low on Bitcoin is extremely probable, comparatively to what I posted several days prior on Twitter here. Coincidentally, I truly do feel that Bitcoin will go lower before long and take out the low at $24,750. Patience will pay off. Presently, let me share with you why one more push towards downset, as I would see it, is somewhat more probable before we really do discuss it as a matter of fact. Allow me to impart to you why one more push towards downset, to some extent as I would see it, it's extremely reasonable. So we will take out the low on additionally spot trades at $24,750. How about we take a gander at right now what 100 individuals have been doing on the Bitcoin outline itself? You are seeing that crazy open revenue increment has been occurring for the recent hours, and that implies fresh out of the box new cash is coming into the market. Individuals are intrigued exchanging Bitcoin precisely at this particular region, yet we should check out assuming that they are yearning or shorting the Bitcoin cost. As of the present moment, I would agree that taking a gander at the CVD marker, we are really, as of this moment, actually seeing a tiny lower high rate here. Nonetheless, focusing on the piece include itself, we are seeing huge lower high. So I would say that the region where we are preparing right now, we are seeing some assimilation occurring on the Bitcoin value itself. Also assuming we go right now with our fresh out of the plastic new turn focuses, you will see that our pristine week by week turn for Bitcoin was affirmed. In a real sense. Precisely at our liquidity level, somewhat underneath our past low, which as I would like to think, expands the likelihood that we will drop even lower towards disadvantage in the forthcoming days. So once more, realizing that we are in a critical downtrend, for instance, in the event that you go with our remarkable fill midpoints on the 1 hour time period, assuming you look right now at the market structure by and large, we are certainly exchanging a downtrend locally, talking on the 1 hourly, 2 hourly, and furthermore obviously on the 4 hour time span. I truly do think we have a higher likelihood of basically taking out our past low, perhaps not exactly on the future diagram in view obviously here we previously took out the low. Yet, in any case, as I referenced 2 days prior, focus towards the brilliant Fibo-Ni proportion and furthermore towards our 0.786 Super Ni treatment level on the off chance that there are really going to be head prior to going with a pristine, long, or a purchasing position on the bid contain itself. Presently something else that it looks some sort of worried for the following 2 or 3 days. Here will be that our ongoing cost activity on the 1 hourly, on the 30 moment, on the 15 moment time span looks incredibly restorative. Looks incredibly rough here. So I would say that our ongoing cost activity isn't actually demonstrating us that the base for Bitcoin is in, and I would agree in light of the fact that we are seeing a remedy after a motivation towards drawback of some sort, and furthermore the volume will affirm us that most likely this particular cost activity is a revision of some sort, since volume for the recent days here is nearly non-existent, I would agree. Exceptionally high likelihood. We are basically going to take out our past low looking right currently on the spot trades at $24,750. Presently, after the low possibly will be required out in the impending days since right now our trepidation and lattice record, it's at the area of 35. Individuals are being unfortunate, individuals are getting frightened, however we will realize that obviously the liquidity on Bitcoin will be taken. We will realize that looking on the RSI marker, we are exchanging the oversold region, not just on the spot trades, for instance, Coinbase here. Likewise looking on the future graph on purchasing bid, we are exchanging the oversold region on the day-to-day time period on the RSI marker, and generally talking, this here, has been a huge purchasing sign for the bid contain itself. Presently, something else that I really want to momentarily make reference to will be going on with the financial exchange, US 100, as well as S&P 500, the two of them, which are extremely correspondent to the offered contain itself. It seems as though we are taking out our past low, some liquidity has, or on the other hand been taken on the S&P 500, as well as on the US 100 outline. Be that as it may, as referenced previously, the low on the spot trades on Bitcoin, on Coinbase, and obviously additionally on Bitstamp has not been taken. To that end I'm telling to you liquidity charts are extremely significant. We first of all, need to rack much more individuals before Bitcoin can proceed with its way towards the potential gain. Yet once more, since dollar money file for the following a long time, for the following several months, in some measure as I would see it, is really giving an exceptionally pleasant indication of solidarity. I really do figure DXY can go higher, S&P 500 US 100, and obviously likewise the comp value itself can go lower in the forthcoming months. That being said, we are most importantly searching for a tiny push towards the contrary here. Get everybody bullish once more. Really at that time proceed with our way towards some side on the grounds that, as referenced previously, I truly do think some sort of a hell bob will happen on Bitcoin, basically on the grounds that the RSI marker on the everyday time period is being oversold. So assuming you're correct now, searching for fresh out of the plastic new exchanges, I would say, this particular region. I wouldn't be searching for a pristine short belonging. I would just be searching for a purchase or a credit position after the liquidity underneath our past advance rate here will be taken at this point. Many thanks. Find an extraordinary day in harmony out. After an insane mishap, Bitcoin has now been trading almost at exactly a similar district, however long days. Larger part is getting outstandingly fretful in case the base for Bitcoin is right now, and because a basic buy signal is flickering, and we will apply on our graph a hash strip marker that from my perspective, a lot of retail trailers are zeroing in on them essentially every single time. Then again, would it be smart for me? I truly say, every single time we got a buy signal, Bitcoin got a basic guide towards the likely increase. A few months earlier, January 2023, buy signal occurred. The base for Bitcoin was confirmed and we got an insane guide towards the possible increase. Moreover, here, buy signal. All-time high on Bitcoin was certified and moreover outlined also previously. For example, 2019, 2020, every single time a buy signal on Bitcoin truly occurred, we got an insane push towards the possible increase, and as I might want to think, clearly, a lot of retail shippers, and numerous people are right presently zeroing in on the buying signal that occurred on Bitcoin a few days earlier. Nonetheless, I would concur that this buying signal here is fairly novel to all the certain buy signals that we have been getting for the New Year's here, and let me show you why. Zooming into the expense action again on the step-by-step time span, it is by all accounts the week that we insisted the buy signal here was the earlier week we got a basic push towards the downside, yet expecting you create now, for example, search in the past when we got the buy signal. This buy signal generally was certified after an insane push toward the possible increase, and unquestionably it was not followed by basic mishap in 2023 January. Push towards something in opposition to Bitcoin and we continued with our way fundamentally higher. What's more, besides, for example, here, we confirmed a buy signal. We continued with our way towards the expected addition. We certified a buy signal here. We continued with our way towards the opposite, yet as of the current second, it is by all accounts that, yes, the buy signal here was truly avowed. In any case, Bitcoin for the new days is truly seeing a push towards the disadvantage. So what could that mean now, as I might want to think, clearly, because we got an attestation of the buy signal here. The buy signal? To be sure, it will be genuine. Regardless, I don't think it is truly going to play out definitively as our past buy hails that Bitcoin is quickly going to continue with our way towards the likely addition. I genuinely feel that it will end up actually working. In any case, I truly think being I is going very similar to what was also occurring here in July 2022. The buy signal at this specific district was certified. Bitcoin got a little push towards the possible increase. Regardless, 2 or following 3 weeks, we got another push towards the possible increase, and exclusively after Bitcoin changed some kind of a higher low, we happened with a gigantic bull run towards an unblemished old high. So I do think, for sure, this buy signal here will be significant. I truth be told do figure Bitcoin has a more space to drop towards some side beforehand, another little push toward the possible increase, joined for the accompanying a few months at this specific locale before this buy signal. It's truly going to turn into a necessary element before Bitcoin is really going to continue its way fundamentally higher towards the potential increase now. Another especially entrancing thing that I truly need to grant to you is moreover going to be on the step-by-step time frame, since I saw that specific people are very pessimistic on the bid contain itself. We have been examining this specific disk slipping channel for a genuinely delayed time frame, and you will see that it looks like until this date, the most elevated reason behind our plunging channel has been respected very charmingly. The cockeyed area of help, incredibly, respectable area of help. The mid-level, moreover incredible.